This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
16 years of shared experience, shared moments. We're ready to do it all again in Game 4 as the Penguins beat the Rangers, looking for a 3-1 series lead.
Snyder to Lafreniere, a shot and he scores. Alexis Lafreniere wrists it past Louis Domingue, and the Rangers strike first in Game 4.
Driving is Letang on the backhand of the blue paint and off the stick of Russ, and a lunging save made by Igor Shesterkin.
Deflected, and it's in the net, I believe. The Penguins are raising their sticks.
The puck completely crosses the goal line. We have a good goal.
We've got a tie game, Sidney Crosby.
Pass now to Carter going to the net. He scores! Or did he?
It did beat Shesterkin. It did go 5-hole, Steige. It hits off the post.
And just like that, it's 2-1 for the Pens.
Zibanejad goes off a stick and in behind Shesterkin.
Up by Russ. He shoots it to the net. Score! Deflected in by Gensel. And the Penguins explode for another one.
Freeman's got a chance. Fires. He scores! Mark Freeman!
It's off his skating end, kind of like it was a few games ago when it hit Matheson's foot.
This is a special night here in Pittsburgh as the Penguins have exploded against the New York Rangers.
Beautiful behind the back pass. That's Malkin. He scores! Evgeny Malkin on a gorgeous feed from Kapanen.
For the shoulder of Georgiev, and it just didn't seem fair, that goal.
The Pittsburgh Penguins take a 3-1 lead in the series with a 7-2 win here tonight at PPG Paints Arena.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Only Friends podcast. Man, Conrad, down bad.
Down horrendous.
Down real bad
Conrad right now.
Down bad in the series, that's for sure.
What happened yesterday, Connie?
This is why you wanted odds, man.
what happened? You remember when you wanted to bet me that the Rangers were going to sweep after game 1?
Yeah.
Sweep.
They're
currently getting swept.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
Matter of fact, Guapo, if you would like, I think we have footage of Conrad losing this bet and Melissa tasing him. Hey, go ahead and cut to that real quick.
There you go. I like the stuff. I like the intensity. I the tiger. Good. You're holding 50,000 volts, little man. Don't be afraid to ride the lightning.
No! In the face! In the face!
He's still out! All right, everybody relax. Take it easy. We've seen it before. He just needs a little extra. There we go. Some of these big boys, you got to give them 2 shots. All right, kids, who wants to get their fingerprints done, huh? Come on, let's.
Boy, you gonna get 2 shots?
Man, he's real quiet. Man, I gotta tell you, I really hope the Rangers don't come back and win this series.
How could they?
Did you say something?
How could they? Are we gonna tase you on air? Is that a thing?
I did agree to on air.
On air?
Is he gonna be in the chair? Is he gonna be standing? We haven't really figured out the logistics
Well,
yet.
that's the good part. I get to pick those logistics. I haven't exactly done my research on the logistics yet, but I'll let you know if that happens.
I think it's pretty critical that we get you like a physical prior. I don't want your death on my hands.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, should we have Michelle here in case his heart stops? She needs a revival.
Yeah, I think most likely. I think the agreement was that Melissa gets to tase you, so I'm out on this. I'm not culpable in any way, shape, or form. This is.
I'll sign a waiver. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll sign the waiver.
You don't have to sign a waiver. We just have to make sure you don't sue us.
How can you sue us? He's dead.
It's true.
Yeah.
Much like the Rangers' playoff hopes.
Is that what you think?
Dead.
Okay.
Bro, 7-2.
Pile it on.
They got dog walked in
Pile
Pittsburgh.
it on, because it's going to feel so much better when
They
it's
gave him
4 to
12 goals. He's
when
the
it
best
ends
goalie in the
4-3,
league.
it's going to be so much fun.
He's the best goalie in the league, and they gave up 12 goals in the last 2 games. 14 actually, if you count the 2 empty netters.
It was weird because I thought he was supposed to be good, but then I guess he's just not.
He's definitely the best goalie in the league.
He was in the regular season. They put it back-to-back 7 spots, if you count the
Have
empty
you heard of
netters.
this new guy named Domingue?
Wow. What a...
Domingue is
bad
on the
day.
scene.
I'd turn that hat around if I were you.
Down horrendous.
Oh, man.
Oh, what you thought? My Yankees are doing just fine.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh took care of both coasts yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
the Buccos beat the mighty Dodgers. I know everybody wants to hear about that.
The only person with a real objection isn't here today.
Was that your
That's
first-
true.
was that
That's
your-
why she stayed home. I think that's why she stayed home.
Was
yeah.
that the first time the fucking Pittsburgh, the Pirates were ever on ESPN?
They weren't on ESPN. They were just on Sports Center. Which, to be fair,
Was the first time.
is probably the first time I've seen a Pirate highlight since like Jason Bay was in town. I was really shocked. Like it came on after the game. I'm like, oh, holy shit! They must be playing a good team.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. No Melissa today. She gets the day off because she had a headache. Meanwhile, I'm fucking dying here.
You both have COVID.
I do not have COVID. Even if I did have COVID, if this is COVID, like give it to me. It's nothing. Wow. I literally just am so goddamn congested that I couldn't even use a Kleenex. I have a towel that I'm just like filling
That's
with
disgusting.
snot.
That's
Mucus
disgusting,
towel.
man.
Just
We don't need the visual.
Are we 6 feet apart or what?
So much snot. Are you still of the impression that does something?
I don't know, man.
6 feet.
It's not 2020 anymore, bro.
Yeah, we've learned a lot. We've reduced it down to a common cold, and everybody's going to continue to get it over and over and over again.
I don't know, man.
Until the end of time.
1 million people, rest in peace.
You've already had it.
Yeah, I did. I don't want to get it again. Is that
It wasn't
okay?
even bad.
Nobody wants it.
You weren't even down
Melissa's,
bad.
listen, Jamin was at your house for the stripper party, and now he has COVID, and now you're sick, and now Melissa's gone. It's like everybody's falling one by one. And we can't even talk about NBA. This is crazy.
Nobody wants to talk about the NBA. It
Why
sucks.
can't we talk about the NBA?
You can talk about it. LeBron didn't make the playoffs. What there to talk about?
Wow.
What?
Who cares?
What?
Yeah, that hurt his legacy.
No, honestly, when it comes down to it, John Morant is the future.
I don't even know
He's
who that
hurt.
is.
No, that's the fucking.
He's
So
hurt?
that's why we're not talking about it. Who cares?
He's hurt.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It,
You got hurt last game?
no, Jordan Poole pulled on his knee, and then he's hurt. He's out for at least one game, but that game already happened. They lost.
He's down
Yeah,
bad.
they lost by like 3 or something, right? It was close.
Mm-hmm. Ours.
Sports.
It's an unfortunate situation.
That whole section doesn't watch it.
Talk
I
about
watch sports.
fucking.
What do you mean I don't watch sports?
You don't watch sports.
I watch sports.
You sit there and say, "Oh, sports ball."
I watch sports.
ball.
Yeah, you're simp. You
Oh,
just simp
sports
for
ball.
Melissa. Like, oh no, the boys are talking about sports again.
Anymore.
Nah, I watch sports when it's on and I don't have to talk to other people. Like at the stripper party. I watched the Penguins game.
You weren't watching the Penguin game.
And you watched the fucking Rangers game, all right? Get it right.
You were
Jesus
removing
Christ.
yourself from the party, is what was happening.
What'd I do?
You have no idea what happened in that game. You didn't watch a single second of it.
Penguins won.
Did they?
Yep.
Yeah, they probably did.
Yeah, they did.
Melissa
Watch
says
the
that he
game.
watches sports to avoid the naked women around him.
Actually, they didn't win that game. They lost that game. They won the last 2.
Oh, you're right. They did lose.
That was game 2. They
Oh,
lost.
that's right. Yeah.
They lost
Yeah.
bad too.
Mm-hmm.
Down bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real bad.
Like crypto.
Speaking of down bad, tough time to be in the market.
Oh,
Real dark days.
In any market.
any market.
I gotta tell you, I personally am completely unaffected by this.
How
I had
fucking
no
rich
idea
are
what-
you? Jesus Christ.
I'm not rich. I don't look. I'm
No.
never
Rich,
selling.
He just owns Bitcoin. That's the only thing he owns, and he just
And ETH.
yeah exactly. He's not lending it out. He's not leveraging. He's just holding.
That's the
Bitcoin,
first time I saw the
that's it.
Bitcoin price in probably 3 months.
Yeah, he's chilling.
I had no idea.
Wow, how liquid.
I don't even know. Like, I honestly don't even remember what it was the last time I checked. I just know it was at 60 at one point, which was a very
I'll
long
ping
time
you when
ago.
it gets back up to 60.
That's all I want to know. Tell me when it's at 60 or tell me when it's at 10. Otherwise,
Oh God, hope it doesn't
10
go to
might
10.
be in the cards, bro.
Very
buy more, right?
But 10's,
that why
10's very
I would
unlikely.
just sell the house
Unlikely.
and fucking buy it
Anything's
all.
possible, but 10's unlikely.
How much Bitcoin could I get if I sold my house and it was 10?
A lot. 170. More than that.
No.
What are you talking about?
It was 10?
You can say-
Well, first of all, if Bitcoin drops to 10, my house is not going to be worth what it's worth right now.
Yeah, it's
That would
true.
be dark days. That would be a real clear sign that everything has been crashing. I
Everything is
imagine real
crashing.
estate's affected right now too.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it will.
This is mostly all byproduct of the government trying to alleviate inflation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely, because they've raised the interest rates 50 basis points this past month, this past meeting, and then 25 the one before, so it's a total of 75, and they're going to continue to raise it by 50. So yeah, I mean, obviously now it's costs more to borrow money. There's less money in the pool for people to buy assets, and that's why everything's going down.
To be fair, borrowing money was incredibly cheap.
It was as cheap as interest rates were zero. It was as cheap as you could get it, literally.
Wait, are you saying in general or like institutionally?
Institutionally.
It wasn't zero, was it?
Yeah, it was zero.
Yeah, zero.
For how long?
For a while.
For a long
For a
time.
long time.
Long
For a couple
time.
years, yeah.
Money was free.
Yeah, I knew it was low. I didn't
Yeah,
actually
it was
think
literally
it
zero.
reached zero.
Yeah. So
Zero, though.
tomorrow's a big day to keep on your radar because the CPI report comes out, which is essentially inflation. And you okay over there, buddy?
Why do you sweat it?
It's gonna be all
Why
right.
do I sweat it?
Here,
Because
here's the
He's
thing.
down bad.
It's
Right. So last month,
because you keep buying and it
Yeah.
keeps going down.
All right.
And then you keep buying more.
okay, well,
Well, what's the alternative? You just keep fiat that's getting absolutely liquidated through
you should always
inflation
keep,
anyway.
you should always keep some
Your options
for when
yeah.
it reaches
It's like, oh,
what
keep
you
dry
think is the
powder
bottom.
so that you can keep buying. And then you're like, okay, more dry powder, more buying. And then it's like, don't keep cash around because you down 8%. Fucking Netflix down 75%.
That's your problem is you got into the actual market.
All markets, you have to get into all markets. Don't Bitcoin only. I have Bitcoin. Okay, now you need to diversify your portfolio.
No. Stick to the unregulated market. There's a better chance that we could at least derive an edge there. Like, because the truth
Well,
of the
I'm not
matter
trying
is,
to trade shit. I'm just trying to buy, and then I'll see you in 10 years type of thing. Like, it's fine.
is
Well,
it?
yeah, you'll be fine then if you're just going to be buying.
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
until I run out of money, and then my portfolio's shit, and then I'm asking for a stake. It's fine.
Well, you weren't planning on selling anything out of that portfolio like
The thing
in the
with
next
Chin-
couple years, anyways, right?
The thing with Chin too is that he's so
you have
risk
your
averse
assets, you're good.
that his doomsday scenario where like he feels like he ran out of money and starts asking for a stake is when he's worth like $1 million.
Oh,
He's like, man, I only got $1 million
Yeah.
liquid. I better fucking do something.
million
like,
liquid?
Who wants half of my action for a risk-free stake?
Chin needs a fat blunt. That's what they say in the chat.
Connie, help him
No,
out.
I mean,
Why do you guys always refer to me whenever we're talking about some type of drug or?
Because however much Christian has in assets, you have in drugs. Every penny of yours is tied up in drug assets.
You're rolling a fat blunt during pre-production every day. Every day.
I'm sad.
I don't know that I've ever seen you sober.
I plead the fifth.
What do you think? What do you think a week sober would be like for you? Remember when you tried to make that 75 hard bet with me and you were just scamming me the whole time?
Wow.
It's not scamming you.
Restorative yoga is not a scam.
Restorative
sir.
yoga is a scam.
Listen, man.
I
didn't understand. This is,
to this day, I don't believe that you actually went 2 weeks without smoking anything.
I did.
You weren't high at all.
Not at all.
How? Just
Did
how?
not smoke marijuana for 2 weeks.
But like, you don't go 2 hours.
I'm not addicted. I just want to smoke. I like smoking.
It's an interesting qualifier of addiction.
I can got it. What do you mean?
I'm
I'm sorry. Maybe All right, addiction. That's saying not addicted is not the correct term.
He like quits nicotine and weed cold turkey for 15 days. Somehow shows absolutely zero withdrawals whatsoever. Is just happy as a fucking clam, and is trying to tell me that like he's on the up and up.
You think you withdraw from smoking weed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you don't.
I think so.
No.
I mean, you want to get high. You just want to be high.
You just start having what, like very vivid dreams.
How would you know that you've never smoked the amount of weed that Conrad has smoked?
Well, no.
In a lifetime, let alone in a week.
I would just assume that that's the case.
Bro, like, I don't know how people do it, man. I had a gummy the
It's
other
not
day.
heroin.
Yo,
I had a
fuck that.
gummy, and that shit really, dude. I thought the CIA was coming after me.
We're going to talk about your first gummy.
Oh.
No, that wasn't my first gummy. That was the second.
The one downstairs where
Yes,
you say
that's
he's
the
having a
one
heart
we need to
attack?
discuss.
Yeah, because
Edibles
because
is a
this what
different thing,
happened.
man.
Jin
It's
lived
a
with me for
different
a year
beast.
and a half, and he tried to go to the hospital like 5 times.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I had a gummy, right? And then I fell into the mouse trap of like, oh, this is nothing. Like I don't feel anything.
Pop
So I had
another
a
one?
second
Yeah.
one. That was a
Yeah.
terrible idea.
Yeah.
Terrible idea because I don't even smoke at all.
Right.
And I was like, I need to go to the hospital. I'm having a
Yo,
heart attack. Like,
hold on, time out. Berkey's walking in the front door, and Chin's on the other side. And Berkey,
I have no idea anybody's high except for Conrad, obviously.
nobody, he knows nothing. And Berkey opens the door, and Chin just 911.
dude, but you really,
Berkey's like, what the fuck? Call 911. I was like, I'm just dying laughing. I can't stop fucking
Feels like
laughing.
your heart's gonna beat out of your chest. You can hear every beat.
He's like,
Bro.
what the fuck are you laughing about? He's having a heart attack. I'm like, he's
I don't
fucking
know.
high.
nah, I ain't doing that shit no more. That's for sure, bro. No
Then there
way.
was one night where the fucking the EMTs come rushing through our front door at like 3 a.m. and just like charge up the stairs with a fucking stretcher to take Chin out and take him to the fucking hospital. I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, he's dead. He's just gone.
At least I'm here.
You pulled through just like you'll pull through this bear market.
I almost went to Mexico last night.
I'm going in a week from Friday. I'll be there. I'll be on the beach.
I was like, you know what? Maybe you just need to enjoy different parts
Yeah.
of life. Like you should just go to Mexico
Yeah.
and just, maybe just relax, go on the beach, come back, and then you'll play WSOP. Hopefully, not bust everything and we'll be okay. But right now it looks really bad.
You can't leave for a week. You'd lose your goddamn mind.
No, I can go.
No, but seriously, watch out for that report tomorrow because it's going to be, I think it was 8.5.
Bro, listen,
and then if it goes down, right? So if it comes out that it's 7, then we'll probably see a bump in
It ain't gonna
markets.
be no
but
7.
if it's 8.5 or higher,
We're in a
then
straight
you can take another
food-
hit.
We're about to hit a food shortage, like straight up, like because all of like the corn, wheat, and then I think there's another one that.
A lot from Ukraine.
Yeah, all from Ukraine and Russia. And like Russia's like not exporting. Ukraine's like stopped harvesting because they're just like, fuck that, we're in war. And now we're about to hit a food shortage. So there's no way inflation is going to be just chilling. Like we're fucked.
Yeah.
Good luck out there.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't have high hopes, but I have some hope.
We're about to start hoarding food and Plan B. Like literally.
That's what.
That's how I'm about to get
See,
rich.
get into those
Just start
commodities.
hoarding the
Get
Plan
into those
Bs,
commodities, man.
Start hoarding
Yeah.
food,
Fuck.
and then just start selling it like the Dominicans outside.
Buying
Like just have a garage.
Buying
Like,
these equities and these
Straight
risk,
up, if
these
you
risk
want-
on assets. Just buy commodities, man. Just
dude, if you want good food, you go into the most. Yesterday, I went to like the east side of Vegas. It was like this like small Cuban spot. That shit was fire, bro. All the good food is in like the shadiest places.
Everybody eats on Spring Mountain. Like
Yeah, but that's
Chinatown.
Asian food.
Not all of it, but yeah.
No,
most
it's
of
all,
it.
it's all easy.
I have 4 tomato plants in my backyard, and I'll be living off tomatoes if I have to be.
There's some really
I
good
wouldn't eat
places.
fucking anything grown in this goddamn climate.
Dude,
You're using Vegas
don't do
water
it.
to water it? Trash.
be all right.
Have you ever seen the dumps in Lake Mead where like the runoff from the city is?
Is that where the bodies are?
Probably. It's fucking disgusting. It's like literally this corner of Lake Mead that is just like a trash landfill. There's like, I don't even, honestly, it's where all the fishermen on the lake go to get their bait fish because it's like such a collection of utter waste that a lot of the small fish migrate there to feed. And they just go in there and they scoop all the bait. It's just like, honestly, it feels like something out of The Simpsons where they have like the river from the nuclear plant with all the three-eyed
three
fish.
eyes on the fish.
It's fucking disgusting.
You know Plan B is 50 cents in Colombia?
What? You know, that shit away like Tic Tacs.
What the fuck?
It's $50
at CVS.
Hit up Bob. He'll buy a whole bunch and ship them up.
Bro.
Here.
It's not a good thing. Like
Sounds like arbitrage.
Every girl that I've ever spoken to that's taken it said like it really fucks them up.
Yeah, I don't think it's very good.
Oh, that's true.
It's a high dose of hormones. Like
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it can't be good for your body.
This is something I never.
How many women have you been with that took Plan B with you?
2.
Wrong.
And I don't know why, because it was like it was overly cautionary. It wasn't like there was an accident or anything. They were just very. Chin's fucking counting on his toes right now.
Bro, why women? Go ahead.
Well, so the funny part
Like
is
some women want you to come in them, and that's crazy, bro.
it's biological, man.
But no, like chill, man. God damn. And then I get nervous as fuck. You think I'm nervous with the hospital 911? Like, I'm mad nervous when that happens. I'm way more nervous. Fuck that. I'm so scared.
come the paramedics again.
You think I was scared with that shit? I was way
you don't
more.
have to say yes.
Yo, I can't imagine.
Yo,
Just because they ask doesn't
Nah,
mean you
not
have
'cause
to
they-
oblige.
bro. I agree, but what you gonna do? You trying to keep your woman happy?
No.
So why you did it?
I didn't. That's what I said. It was like overly precautionary. Like they were just like, whatever. We didn't use a condom, and they were just freaking out.
I learned my
But
lesson.
The
bro.
funny part
I
is
wouldn't do that.
one of them, and I don't know the answer to this, but I was too cautious to do it. She was just like, "Oh, well, we have like a 36-hour window where it's a free roll," and I'm like, "I don't think that's how it works, but maybe."
Free rolls normally aren't free.
What?
Life lessons by the young Tice. Free rolls usually are not.
I was told
free.
I could make free money from Brian through crypto.
Freedom isn't free.
That's right. Now all of a sudden,
Only real
in the
free,
shits.
Only
Down
like
bad.
real free money right now are like 2 arbitrages. One from the
You
Twitter.
look like you're hurting, bro.
No,
It's
I mean,
indigestion. Fucking heartburn from all this goddamn crypto talk.
it's bad. You could do Activision getting bought out by Microsoft, which there's an arbitrage there. That's like Buffett's like all in on that one. And then there's the Twitter arbitrage, right, where like they're getting bought out a certain number, and it's a certain number now. That's like roughly.
Wait,
The
explain
Twitter one is 10%.
What's the Microsoft one? Can you explain that? A
So
little?
Activision is still a public company, but they're getting bought out by Microsoft. So there's a spread there, and that probably take like 6 months to a year for that to go through. And that one has less
you
risk.
can buy it at a certain price now,
Yeah.
and it will. They're buying it at a higher price.
Correct. Same
as
thing with
Twitter.
Twitter, right?
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
those are the 2 spots where you could
You're just almost
kind of like
guaranteed.
hide,
Yeah.
right? Those are the only.
Yeah.
Hide.
Well, yeah, like that's the only ones
So
that are
place to
like,
park your money,
high
right?
cost.
Like,
Caleb
people are-
says activation arbitrage is 20%.
yeah.
I mean, that's
They're
a
super,
lot.
Yeah, but
That's
they're
right
super high.
now.
They're super high barrier of entry.
No, there's not that much money. Like
They have to be, man. To buy-
Activision's not that much.
What is it?
We could look it up. I forget exactly, but it's not like a crazy amount of money. I'm saying a lot of people are hiding their money there because
Wait. But this doesn't make sense
It's
because
$77.
okay,
Yeah.
but if you say you pour $1 million in, it's gonna move the price.
nah,
Or
$1 million
should-
is not that much money.
Okay, fine.
But yeah.
Institutional money is going to pour into
They
arbitrages.
did. That's what made the price go up. Like
Yeah.
Buffett put like 800 million in there.
What
Like
what
it
do they
was
sell?
lower before.
What are they
Right,
selling
yeah.
it for, and what is the price right now? Do we know?
So I gotta look up Activision.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be difficult to outpace institutional money here unless you were just like sharp on it to begin with, right? Like that arbitrage is going to go way down and be very close to zero by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah, but it's at 20% right now.
That seems crazy. That seems crazy that it's still 20% this far in advance.
I guess.
Well,
timing-
you might be waiting 6 months to a year before the deal goes through, and then there's also the risk that the deal falls apart.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Twitter's at 47, and it's getting sold for 54.20. So
Right,
it's
right.
like you can just get it right now for 47, and you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's like
you're gonna
20%,
get
A little less.
I mean, you're gonna make $7 on your on every
Right. So a
share.
lot of people are hiding
Brian's
their,
about to go do that right now.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people are hiding their money there. A lot of people are hiding money there because like it's less likely that these stocks go down like a lot because there's the arbitrage holding them up.
Exactly.
It is a little bit tough though, because it depends what happens post sale. If there's any like fear of the price then going down when all the arbs sell.
No, you just get your money.
But then you pay massive capital gains tax if you don't hold for a year and a half.
Yeah, but ain't nobody paying capital gains tax this year because like everybody's down. They're just like, I'll just sell something and just take my capital loss.
Yeah.
I'll be like, sorry, bro, I'm
exactly.
down infinite on Tesla. Thanks, bro.
One of our viewers lost their net worth on Matt Berkey Inu, and they're looking for a refund.
On what?
Matt Berkey Inu.
What the fuck is that?
It's a stock.
Matt Berkey
It's a shit coin.
Never heard of it. Don't make shit up. Keep my name out your goddamn mouth.
Right, Calvin.
No, it's gonna 100x.
Calvin in the chat saying, yeah, like there's some risk because the Activision one, it could be struck down with antitrust.
That's always the risk. Is like,
Right.
is the deal actually going through? And if it doesn't go through, then
Yeah.
you're not gonna So
That's
there's
sad.
nothing's free. Nothing's free. Like there's always risks.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of, one of the bigger stories from yesterday was the unpegging of UST, which is attached to Luna. There's a interesting thread on Twitter from johnw.eth. This is like a 15-part thread, but I'm not super sharp on this stuff. But reading the thread, I think I have a reasonable understanding of it. Just to summarize what it is, basically UST is tied to Luna. So what ends up happening is as you buy up UST, Luna then basically gets eviscerated, creating...
it's a mint and burn process, right?
Yes. So like as Luna burns, or as you mint UST, which is tied to the dollar, Luna then burns, and then the inverse. You can mint Luna whenever you burn UST. So effectively what ended up happening was... I don't understand the full scope of it because, again, I'm just like not sharp in this area, but it seems as though they were able to unpeg UST earlier this year in like January. A big group was basically off of what I think was yield farming. So it seems like there was a way to earn 20%
on Anchor protocol.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And an institution did that at scale, which then dropped the price of UST, allowing it to unpeg, which in turn allows them to just print Luna, right? And then the assumption is that eventually UST will recover close to the dollar and you'll have infinite Luna, which has now gone up. So that happened yesterday at a much grander scale. So I think the first unpegging was like Luna got cut in half. I think it went from like near 100 to like near 50, and it unpegged UST briefly. Yesterday it dropped as low as 67 cents, I think.
UST, 67 cents.
Yeah. Which, effectively allowed people to just mint a pile of Luna, which then kind of allowed them to create a hedge. Because obviously UST was likely to recover.
Essentially what they were doing is they were taking UST, which you have 67 cents of UST, you can buy $1 worth of Luna, and then go onto the open market and sell the Luna for $1.
Right, which I believe ultimately
crashed Luna.
Right.
But
UST then recovered. So one way or another, you were going to make money.
Right.
So either you were going to get an exorbitant amount of Luna that you can then hold and wait for the recovery, or you're just holding a bunch of stable coin that you bought at 67 cents, knowing it's going to approach $1 again at some point.
Because there's like a death spiral that can happen, which happened with other like algo stable coins,
right?
Where it literally just spiraled down to zero.
It's black. I was gonna say it's black or white. It's only going to be one of two things, right? It's either going to recover to near $1 or it's going to plummet to zero,
right?
And you're basically just trusting that.
Since then, Luna's or UST is recovered back to like
90s,
the low 90s. Yeah.
What prevents it from going to zero? Is it the anchor to Luna and the functionality that coin offers?
Well, nothing gets completely prevented from going to zero.
No. I understand that, but I'm saying like what makes it quote unquote stable? It's
it's like
the tie to Luna, right?
Right. So essentially, what it is when UST goes above peg, so say it goes up to $1.01. Now you can just take that. You can take Luna and sell. Wait, let me get this right. So you can you can take a dollar's worth of. I'm sorry.
It's just the inverse of the unpegging.
Yeah, exactly.
You can now take a dollar's worth of
there's
Luna
an
and get a dollar.
Yeah, so like, right. Say Luna
it creates
is,
a bunch of arb opportunities.
Right. If Luna is 99 cents, now you can sell one of those and get a dollar's worth of Luna, right?
UST.
No, I'm saying if UST is if UST is 99 cents,
right,
you can take one UST and get a dollar's worth of Luna,
right.
which now limits the supply of UST, which makes it rise in price back up to $1, and then the inverse happens when it's above.
Right. But again, it's all tied to the interest in Luna. If Luna were to crash, everything crashes.
Essentially, yeah.
Right. So again, I don't know much about Luna outside of it being tied to UST.
Right.
So.
But they also the Terra network bought like $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin to help stabilize the peg, right? And then when all this was happening yesterday, they took like half of it and was trying to sell it for UST to bring the peg back up, and that's partly what crashed the Bitcoin market.
Probably not. That's not enough.
Well, no, I mean, no, it was definitely because like what was happening was people knew what was going on, so they knew that Bitcoin or that Terra had to sell this Bitcoin. They had to. So they were just removing their bit. They're like, why would I buy Bitcoin from them at 33 when I can just remove it and it's going to go down and eventually I can buy it from 30 at 31 or 30.
Right.
They had to sell it. They knew it. So like that's what pushed it down.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, obviously that's not the only reason that Bitcoin's down.
It's a contributing
all markets
factor.
are going down across the board. But
it's a contributing factor.
You know what's about to happen?
What's about to happen?
We're about to get it fucking popping.
We getting it popping?
We're getting it popping, son.
What happened?
Fucking WSOP's coming up.
Ooh, it is.
And I'm fucking pumped.
Everybody's broke. What a bad time for everybody to go broke.
It is a bad time.
It's the exact opposite of what happened last fall.
I know.
That 100K fucking bounty tournament that's going to kick off is going to have 7 people in it. It's going to be Ollie and his 6 fucking horses. They're just going to chop each other up. The last remaining high roller that he's able to play is going to be the fucking opening WSOP event.
Unless he gets banned, then he's probably in the staking business heavy.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I can't play, and I had a $2 million schedule, so here you go, guys.
Sure. I mean, that might viably happen. We talked about it yesterday. The rumor mill is that they have officially been banned from Triton. We'll find out and confirm tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow?
Yeah, I think the first event is tomorrow.
Okay.
Which, that's big news.
Yeah, if they get banned, it'll be really tough for WSOP to just sit idle.
I agree. It's going to be hard for them.
But seen it done before.
I wonder if it's going to be coordinated between them and PokerGo, because like they do have that loose relationship, but to my knowledge, like the high roll, this is what I don't understand. Like, so when the WSOP puts on a high roller, is it actually a PokerGo sanctioned event, or is it a WSOP sanctioned event?
Right.
I think the latter.
I think it's WSOP,
It's WSOP.
production by PokerGo, right?
The PokerGo tour events will have like a PGT next to them, and then they'll do their own live reporting and stuff. Like
So
you'll know,
like those
you'll know
don't
if
count.
it's a
Those
PokerGo
don't
tour.
count towards the. Like, do the WSOP events count towards the leaderboard?
I don't know, but you'll know if it has a PGT next to it.
Okay,
like
so
if PGT
it
has
is
their own live reporting,
viable. That, like,
it's possible. that
Okay, so it's
WSOP events-
probable actually, because they're covering it from a production standpoint. And yeah, I guess that would make sense. So like maybe they have coordination also with like Triton and EPT and things of that nature, where it counts towards the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty interesting. I wonder what this does long term to like the high roller scene if we do start to see a little bit more of the removal aspect, right? Because like we already see 4 that are technically banned between Jake, Ali, Rock, and Fedor Cruz. They certainly weren't the only 4 that were condemned of RTA. Like, there has to be more on that GG list, and I'm sure Stars has a list. I'm sure Party has a list.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like if these collective bans continually move forward, does it require us snuffing it out and getting those names public, putting pressure on the operators to then increase the blacklist band? Or are there wheels of justice churning behind the scenes that, it starts with Gigi saying like, okay, there's 10 other guys on this list. We're banning them. And then word gets out, EPT then follows suit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Like, I'm not entirely sure how this process is functioning yet, but like, let's say a third of the high roller field gets banned over the next 18 months.
Does it look like the Venetian this week?
That was a bad look, man.
That was
They had
bad.
4 runners.
4 runners for a 15K, not a 50K, a 15K.
Is it 4?
4. You know why, right? Venetian's a piece of shit.
Wow.
Nah, they were all at Brian's barbecue.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was gonna rush down there, but I was like, God damn, man.
That is wild though. Like that they had 4 runners, so like it's rake free, I assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was rake free.
Rake free.
well,
and then
only for
winner
those
take-
4.
Right. So they're like losing money running the tournament at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously.
How many places
but-
did they pay?
One.
No, it was winner take all. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild. Like,
Everyone got their money.
yeah. I mean, okay.
Do you think that the names of, I guess, people, so to speak, that could get banned being public or private is better? Like public from a transparency standpoint, or private because it's not that important?
I think
public is always better, but it's not going to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
These sites will never release what's going on behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, we've talked about this a lot. It's bad marketing for them. It's bad press. And even though there's a big chunk of the community that will celebrate it,
Yeah.
it's just a liability on their behalf, because as it stands, they can privately just say, we don't want your business, and not give any reason.
Yeah.
But I think once it goes public, they have to have a strong case as to why they're discriminating against certain people.
Yeah, there's like a lawsuit opportunity for the people. I think I was reading something about that. Like they can sue for those reasons that you're saying, like some sort. I'm not sure the whole thing though, but yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
So
it'll
it's
be
just gonna be
interesting.
private.
4 runners is still bad.
Yeah, and the thing is too, is a 15K, so it wasn't like your usual crowd, right? And that's probably a part of why it was 4 runners. But I think it was like Barry Hutter,
It was Barry, Victoria Lifshitz, Vicente Chagall, and Anthony.
Anthony.
Nihu.
Okay, yeah. So like Anthony and Barry don't exactly like play all the high rollers by any stretch.
No. I mean, they play when they want. Kind of.
Yeah, probably like sub 25Ks or maybe 25Ks and below.
Yeah, it's a weird because the 10K's got like 22 and 30 entrants respectively, but then the 15K was
the
a
Venetian?
drop off. Yeah, at the Venetian. They ran a 10K, a 10K, and a 15, and the 10Ks both did 20 plus entries, and then the 15K just had 4.
it's wild.
Was there something else going on?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
right?
think so.
No, I mean Ali he needs to start hoarding his money. So
How many of the
not
20
enough
are under-
backing.
How many of the 20 and the 10K were under Ali's flag?
Probably a couple.
Every day
Two,
that
three,
stable
'cause-
seems like it grows.
Well, a lot of them are also in EPT.
No, it's over.
Well, it wasn't then.
Wasn't it?
Some of them are still made them like
Well, I mean, to your point, like they were. If it was
Like-
over, they were traveling to Triton.
either Triton or EPT ended like a week ago. Like in this time frame. Like they were still traveling back from EPT.
No, today's Tuesday, bro. The event took place on Saturday, like 4 days ago. They would be back, is my point. But most of them probably went to Triton directly thereafter. You
I'm
think
not
it takes
sure
5
about
days
that.
to get from Europe to America?
That's not what I'm saying. I just don't think that they were back in time for playing the 15K because they would have played it.
Rah!
Why would they not have played the 15K?
I don't know. I mean, what you're saying doesn't make any sense because the two 10Ks had a reasonable field and then the 15K just didn't.
Correct.
The two 10Ks were before the 15K.
Yes.
So what, it had nothing to do with the EPT.
It's the same people like that were in Ali's stable. Like one of them played the 15K, which means that the others were in Ali's stable weren't playing it. There was maybe a few that would play a 10 but wouldn't play a 15.
Right. And we're saying that has nothing
The
to
ones
do.
that did not go to EPT, not the ones that went to EPT.
Okay. I mean, the ones that went to EPT aren't allowed to play anymore.
Basically, they were still traveling. There's no way that like if they were here, they would have played them.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to fight about this. It seems silly. But like, if you're saying EPT ended on Tuesday, it certainly doesn't take 4 days to get back
EPT
to
didn't
Vegas.
end on Tuesday. It didn't end today.
Last Tuesday.
I don't think it ended last Tuesday.
You said it did.
Okay. They weren't here. They would have played the 15K if
I'm
they were
just
here.
repeating what you said.
Okay.
Either way, there's certainly more than 4 people. Like, if you look at like the PokerGo events that are 25Ks and below, there's a lot of names that play when it's in studio that just don't play when it's at Venetian or Wynn. Yeah. So like, I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of taking it off property is, but it seems like it's a failed experiment if 4 people show up.
Wait, that was a PokerGo event?
Yeah.
They all were.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's not televised either, which that part I can understand. It's expensive for them to.
It's for the
Venetian-
PokerGo. It's for the PokerGo tour
Right.
because when you win and
part of
cash
the
in those,
leaderboard.
you get points, and then at the end of the year, there's a free roll for the top 6.
Understood. Does Venetian pay them for
I'll
that?
tell you who definitely knows. Kev Math said the last CPT event ended Saturday.
Okay.
That'll end the discussion.
Yep.
Sure.
The last DPT
Yes.
event ended Saturday, so they could not be here to play the 15K.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's
So they weren't
fine.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Question. Does Venetian pay, yes, does Venetian pay PokerGo to host these
I
events?
doubt it.
Like WPT gets paid, like Venetian pays WPT, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a big fee too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's shocking to me that in today's day and age, that's necessary. Like, I would assume casinos would start taking a stand and stop having WPTs.
I mean, WPTs
Some of them
are
do.
fucking huge, man.
Nah, look
look
Parks-
what Wynn does.
Parks is like the East Coast Win, where it's like they don't partner with anybody, and they crush it. Like
They also have a
consistently.
monopoly.
Yeah, they
There's
have a complete-
literally zero competition.
they
there
own
now.
What do you mean they have a monopoly? Like
Borgata's dead. They haven't ran a tournament in
Borgata,
3 years.
No, but this was when Borgata was still going. Parks,
And
they always took turns.
That's very arguable because Borgata was basically dead after Parks opened. The second part,
no,
no,
wait. The
Parks
Borgata tournaments
MTTs.
were crushing.
Parks
Yeah, you
MTTs.
two are both-
Yes.
When
Look, you two are-
Parks MTTs opened, Borgata's tournaments were done.
You're
That's
wrong.
not true.
You're
Way.
dead wrong. They
Borgata
ran
was
a
breaking
3,500 with $1
records.
million up top.
Yeah, Borgata was
Okay.
breaking records all
What are you
day.
talking
For
about?
WPT, yes.
Okay, well, that's not dead. That's what we're talking about.
No, all of Borgata's tournaments were crushing consistently. Event 1 would get sold out.
Yeah, they would do like that $500
Yes, sold out.
multi-million guarantee or whatever. That
Sold
was
out.
massive.
Line across the fucking
Be a quarter
Borgata.
million
Like,
at first.
you can't get in. Dude, I lost so much money buying pieces of Event 1. Like, you have no idea. Like,
But
it
you're,
was so,
you're also wrong that Parks was crushing. They were just crushing smaller stakes. Like
no,
they weren't running
had,
comparable stakes with comparable numbers.
It was
they
3,
had a
5, and
300,
11.
a 500, and then either an 11 or a 1500.
Right.
But
they weren't doing like 2,000 entries.
for Event 1, yeah. For the 300. No, I agree.
but Borgata was doing like 8,000
I
entries
agree for the
event
35
one.
for the 35.
No,
main
I'm
event.
just saying
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
compare their price points.
No, that's what I'm saying. But they had a consistent player pool. It was like a cult. Like people played that tournament every single time. You know, so their tournaments did very well. They didn't have any outside help.
Right.
Like, that's what I was trying to say. Win similarly, like they have a bigger base, so they're running like the 10Ks and stuff like that. But I'm saying is that they also don't have outside help. That's all I'm really saying.
Yeah. But what I'm saying now is that like Parks has a monopoly, so they don't need the help. The fact that
Until
they were
Borgata comes back, yeah.
I don't know if they're going to.
Wow, if they just stop running tournaments, they're going to be like the Bellagio of the East
Well,
Coast.
it's-
We're what 12 months removed from any sort of quarantine,
Yeah.
maybe even longer, and they haven't had any sort of indication that they're bringing it back. They've also
They
struggled
ran
with
a
this
little
stuff.
one. They ran a small tournament. It was like a 200 or something.
I'm sure they'll do like dailies and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Like what you're saying is they're not going to bring back their tournaments.
Nah, they might turn into like the Venetian of the East Coast, but I feel like that's exactly what Parks is.
Apparently, they need dealers.
Yeah, I've heard staffing's an issue. I also know Tab left, which was a big deal. But they also struggled with things in the past, right? Like they lost the WPT championship after having it 1 year.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense because where did it move to thereafter? Vegas?
It was
It's at Aria, right?
wasn't it in Florida?
It was in Florida for a minute, like 1 year maybe. It's strange to me that it ultimately culminates in Vegas because though that makes sense from a logistical standpoint or maybe a marketing standpoint of like this is the Mecca type of thing, it's the lowest traffic. And I guess like now it makes sense because it's invite only. The last time I played it was still an open field event.
15K winner. Yeah.
Yeah. When it was at the Borgata, it was still an open field event. So I guess now that it's exclusionary, it doesn't matter where you have it because the traffic isn't gonna be really any different.
Right. They're doing it at the where they have all the WPTs.
The Lux.
The Luxor.
Yeah. But when it was in Borgata, you would have expected it to blow up. And even Florida, like those are pulling from really massive markets.
Yeah.
Right? Like being able to draw from that New York market is huge. And same thing in Florida. Even in Florida, you're still drawing from the New York market. It's a very short trip.
People hate going to Borgata though. Like,
yeah.
It's just
everybody outside of New York.
Even
everyone.
Even we hate going there.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
It's horrible to get there.
It's like 3 hours down, and then it's always an issue with.
You can fly into the AC airport, no?
No, you're not going. You're not going from like Newark to AC, or
really?
No,
no.
There's options you can find, but
it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest issue and why Parks probably does well and Borgata sucks is because like you're flying into Philly.
Also, it's
it's an annoying
it's an hour
trip
from Philly.
It's an hour and 10 minutes from New York too.
Yeah.
Not far
no, Parks is nice because it's way more convenient. I mean, the tolls suck. Like you're paying a fair amount in tolls, probably like $20.
27.
Yeah, but still, like it saves you from going 3 hours down to Atlantic City and then like paying for hotels and all this stuff. It's like really frustrating.
I'm dead, man.
Yo, you okay, bro?
Dying. I'm such a fucking baby when I'm sick. I'm like not in the sense of like I want sympathy or I want pampered. I don't want those things at all. But like I'm just so whiny and snivelly and like such a little bitch. Mm-hmm. It's weird because when I'm sick, I overdo everything. Like I'll make it like I made it a point to walk the dogs this morning, to get in the sauna. I'm going to go to the gym. Like in my head, it's just like, I can train this out of me. Right. But at the same time, I'm just belly aching and moaning the entire time. Like, ugh, I feel like ass. I'm still out here doing this. Why am I born? Someone end my life.
Chin is just
you seem to get sick
He's like,
a lot
COVID.
for someone who's so healthy.
He has COVID.
It's the fucking
He has
sniffles.
COVID. No, you have COVID, dude. Jamin was in your house. There was a super spreader event in your house.
Super spreader
Yes,
event.
there was a super spreader event in your house. Now he has confirmed COVID, and now you're next.
Okay, daddy.
You're next.
Oh, God.
You're next.
God, I wish you would have been there for that girl.
What girl?
The girl who walked in my room while I was showering. And
I would have got COVID for that.
I would pay money to run that simulation back and swap out you for me.
I would have got COVID. I don't care.
We're running a pre-WSOP party. We can run it back. Not that hard.
I just want like Chin to be in the shower, just like, singing Rubber Ducky, and this girl walk in and be like, hello, and him be like, I'm showering, and her be like,
I would not say I'm showering. I would say, come in.
Wow.
There was no COVID at my barbecue, by the way. It was just ribs and brisket.
Just some good food.
the fucking brisket was next level.
Dude, I had no chance, man. They were like hyenas, like just jumping in.
You realize the black person was the first person at your barbecue.
You came so early that the food wasn't ready yet.
Man,
yeah, you fucked up. The macaroni and cheese was out of this world.
Yeah, mac and cheese was fire.
That was like, Michelle just picks up the casserole dish and it was like gone. Like it looked clean. I was like,
scraped it.
What?
I scraped
Literally?
it. I basically licked it. It was.
Where's your
it was
discipline, man?
Mac and cheese with bacon and breadcrumbs on top, and it was all like melded together perfectly. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, we
made
killed
that?
it.
Who made that?
I made it.
You made the mac and cheese?
Yeah, from scratch.
Bro.
I don't fuck around, man.
The brisket, though.
What's like a meal that you've made your girlfriend?
A meal that I've made her?
Yeah.
I cook for her, like all the time.
No, but like the meal, like when you were really trying to get it in.
Let's see. I make good pasta dishes. She likes Italian food. Yeah, Vil Marcella,
Okay.
kind of stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to hire Brian one of these days for like
Oh yeah, dude.
a chef.
I don't
day.
just do barbecue, man. I mean, I've been raised in
You
an
just,
Italian
say,
family.
you just say that you hire a personal chef.
Yeah.
And you get
What do you
Brian.
mean? No, that is a personal chef. That's-
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
Side hustle.
That's not romantic.
what the fuck do you know? You told the girl to get out the shower.
I didn't want her in the shower, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you. All right, I'm gonna tell a couple stories. First one, that reminded me of an instance that happened in college where I was living with 3 baseball guys. It was my redshirt sophomore year, so I was the age of a junior, and they were all sophomores. And my roommate had his girlfriend over, who I think was a freshman at the time. and she had 2 friends over as well. So we're like chit-chatting, whatever. Just got back from practice. I need a shower. So I run to the bathroom. I go to hop in the shower, but like, you know, I had to shit first. So I drop a load. Shower's already running. I'm not going to flush it. That would be insane. So I shut the lid like a respectable human. I get in there and shower.
Just flush it.
Yeah, why would you not flush?
I'm getting immediately in the shower. I don't want to burn.
I'm not gonna burn.
Yeah, you've never flushed the toilet and had the water temperature change?
Bro, what was that? That was like fucking 1970s?
Yeah, I don't even know if
that doesn't
really
happen
still
anymore.
I don't
Of
think
course
that really
it
happens.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
That does not happen.
Okay,
No.
first of all, don't say anymore. This was in 2003, not 2021.
Okay.
And second of all, yes, it does.
No, I don't think
It
it
was a
still
tiny
I
happens.
don't think it
apartment.
does. I don't think it does.
It was a tiny little apartment in Erie, PA. Like, it's on the same plumbing.
That would happen.
Literally,
A tiny little
everyone's
apartment in
saying
PA,
that's
yeah, that
only
would
the
happen
really
there.
old bathrooms.
Oh, it probably was. A
What
tiny
the fuck
little.
do you think? It was Erie, Pennsylvania. You think this thing was built that day?
No, yeah, it was like a 100-year-old building for sure.
100-year-old building.
For sure.
It was built in the goddamn Stone Age.
Yeah.
So I hop in the shower, singing Rubber Ducky, wipe myself down, you know, really getting the stank off. And this girl, Megan, just decides that, oh, you know what? I didn't shut the lid because I'm not a respectable human being, apparently. But this girl, Megan, just decides that she wants to join me. Literally just met her, don't know anything about her. Hear the door open. I'm like, uh-oh. And just panic comes over me because I don't know who's about to walk in, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to see the massacre that just took place. She walks in and she's like, hey. And I'm like, before I can even get a word out, she just looks at the toilet and goes, oh my God. And just sprints out of there.
Okay, so in hindsight, what would have been better? To avoid that situation?
All I had to do was shut the lid, bro.
Yeah.
All I had to do was shut the lid.
Oh, man, there's no way it didn't smell.
Berkey was about to lose his virginity.
Just sitting in there?
I shit roses.
God. Your shit don't stink?
My shit don't stink.
That sounds like exactly like something Matt Berkey
Yeah.
would say. My shit don't stink.
So yeah, I really fucked myself there. No pun intended.
Oh, man. All because you didn't want to get a little temperature change in the water.
Pretty brutal too. She was like,
You really don't think hiring a chef is romantic?
no.
Why?
No, do it yourself.
You're like anti-food. You're just like, if it involves food,
I have.
what am I gonna feed this woman? A steak?
Look,
The funny part is, on Valentine's Day one year, I'm pretty sure
I have
Berkey-
2 Valentine stories.
I just remembered
first.
the first time Michelle came out to Vegas, cooked her filet mignon.
You see?
Yeah.
And now look at you.
Yeah.
He
And
cooked
now,
for
7 years
her.
later.
Right, yeah.
He cooked for her. He didn't
Okay,
hire a
but if
fucking
you-
chef.
All right, but if you can't do it, you hire a chef. No, that's fine. What
no,
you mean?
No, you figure out how to do it.
Did you build your own pool? Like, what the fuck, dude?
That's not a proper comparison.
will-
Yeah,
cook
pools
for
aren't
you,
romantic.
but
That's
I
the
can,
issue.
I can teach you how to do something real quick. That's
no, I don't
good.
want to do it. I want you to do it better.
I'll give you 2 stories of why it's just better to do it yourself, or maybe not why. Maybe that's not a good reflection, but of why it's more thoughtful to do it yourself. First story was the girl I was dating in 2014. It was Valentine's Day. She makes this huge stink about how much she just loathes Valentine's Day, like hates everything about it, clearly traumatized from it, just don't want to do anything on Valentine's Day. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. So I, of course, being thoughtful, say, let's do the exact opposite and just lean into how like trite the holiday is. So I just blow it out with all the most cliche things that you could possibly imagine for Valentine's Day.
Got
like
petals on the fucking
petals on the bed. I had like 100 foil balloons like lining my room in the ceiling or whatever. You know, the tacky ones that like I want to be with you and a fucking honeybee on it.
You went 0
Shit
to
like that.
100. Like, god damn. All right,
I had a stuffed animal that was literally as tall as I am, like a teddy
those
bear,
giant bears that
giant teddy bear, and it's holding a life-size card, right? So it's like this literally 5-foot tall card that I wrote this like funny poem in or whatever. Like it was mostly jokes or whatever. The shoebox Valentines that we made when we were in like elementary school, you know, with the foil on top. And then you put all the tacky like Ninja Turtle Valentines in there, did all that, bunch of fucking candy, made her a mix CD, all this stuff, right? She loves it. So of course, we have to have dinner afterwards. So what did I do? I took my grandmother's gnocchi recipe, made it from scratch. It was average at best. They were falling apart. I fucked things up or whatever. Didn't matter. Best thing that I could have ever done, right? If I would have just like store-bought gnocchi or fucking had some random chef come in, like it's not the same.
Not
it's not the same. It's the imperfection that made it good and thoughtful. The second one was I did like a scavenger hunt for Valentine's Day. So it started with like I left roses at her doorstep with a card that basically gave her a location to go to. Show up to that location. It's a spa. She gets a massage. There's another card waiting for her at the desk. Sends her to what was supposed to be a penthouse.
You should have done the massage yourself.
You're an idiot. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That's pretty basic. Right. Hire someone to cook for you. Do the massage.
Yeah, there you go. That's the move. What do you love?
If you're actually doing a good
right
massage,
Bro.
it's hard. It's fucking a lot of work. So there, the card's like supposed to take her to a penthouse, which got canceled because of fucking COVID. So instead, it ends up being at my place. And I hired one of Alan Berry's chefs to do a virtual cooking class with us. So like we made dinner together. It was fucking great. Came out great. It was an easy meal. It was like steak and potatoes. You know, nothing's too difficult. You don't need to know what you're doing.
This is what I learned from this whole
listen.
thing. You're single, and he's not. So
He cooks for her. Don't stop using him as an example. He's not going to hire you to go cook for his wife.
yeah, because I can't cook. But if he found someone that could cook better than him, he'd probably hire them.
And why don't you hire somebody to fuck for you too?
That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. But I can't find anyone like that.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
This is the Tuesday down bad part.
Yeah. I actually took Michelle to on Valentine's Day to El Berry's place, Hudson Table.
Oh, you were in Jersey?
Yeah, well, we were in New York. But,
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we were, yeah. So I mean, it was it was fun. It's great.
You're like, it was fine.
It was great. Yeah.
Shout out to Alan, I guess.
I mean, I could cook,
Right.
better myself.
Oh man.
WSOP.
Whatever.
It's coming.
It's coming, guys.
It's fucking coming.
Derailed. We're off the tracks. What do you want to talk about, young man?
Wow.
Let's put the
Last time I
let's
talked,
put-
I got
Landon's
yelled
still
at
here?
about travel. So
You've been in a fucking mood all the way since last Friday.
yeah,
Dude, everybody's in a mood. Markets are down bad.
I've been in a mood prior to the markets being down.
He had
bad.
all his money in UST.
Yeah.
What money?
That's fine.
What money?
Yeah.
Took him to pickleball last night. He was super geared to be there. Literally
go?
15 minutes in, he's just like, I'm done. I'm tired. I can't.
I was not geared to be there. No, I just.
That's because he didn't have any shoes on.
No, I brought shoes because I needed to wear shoes for pickleball. I got shoes on today.
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
going to the gym after.
All right.
Maybe.
What do you mean
He
maybe?
was so mad at me.
You're the one that missed yesterday.
I was so fucking tired after the pod. Obviously, I'm just sick also.
So tired.
I needed to nap. I just had to, and then I needed to watch the 7-2 blowout. So I was
Nah,
like,
bro.
I can't make it today, man. He goes, are you fucking kidding me? you fucked me bad.
my issue with this is that he's the one that's saying that he's been down bad these past couple weeks and goes, man, I haven't been in the gym at all. I've been eating so bad. And
Not bad, too much. I'm eating too much.
but you
I'm not cutting. I bulked up to 198, and I've just been stuck at 198 for like 6 weeks.
we weigh the same now.
That's good. Good for you. I'll race you to 185. You don't want to
You'll
get to
obviously
185.
you'll obviously get the 185 before
No,
me.
you
bro.
don't want to get to 185. Why is Chin laughing so hard?
Yo,
Something happened.
everyone is trying to figure out how close Landon is to snapping on us.
Oh, he's real close.
No.
Dude, if Bitcoin drops below 30, we're fucked.
Bro, I have no money in Bitcoin. I'm fucking chilling right now. I
Instead of
hope
buying
it
my
goes
house,
to
he's
zero.
just
Then
gonna
I'll
end
buy
my
more.
life. My nephew gets in today. You can kick it with him.
No, that's my nigga. I'm chilling with him.
I don't know what to say to
Yo,
that.
he hit me up bright and early. He was like, yo, Cotty, I'm coming to town. I was like, yo, I don't like people anymore.
Are we getting a boat?
What?
Are we getting a boat?
So the plan was to go and do a lake day.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure when we can do it. There's supposed to be like 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts for the next 4 days.
Hey, how am I going to do with all these bodies I have in the trunk?
Well, put them on ice.
It does always feel like Landon's about to snap, though.
He's mad, man.
Every time he talks, he's just like, bro, you see
You know why?
one thing.
Because he's so quiet. Right? He's just like
it is
he's
the quiet
just
ones you have to worry
very
about.
quiet.
He's the character in Billy Madison. The what's his face? He's in every fucking movie.
Yeah, that's my favorite fucking movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but the one who puts
Steve
the lipstick
Buscemi.
on.
Steve
Buscemi puts the lipstick
Is that
on
the
and
hip
just
hop
Crossing them off.
Listen,
just please cross my name off. I'm not ready to die.
Wait, that's when
Listen,
you need. Oh no, no.
it's time for a new character arc, man. Time for a new character arc.
This I'm all for.
I'm not talking about the character arc. I don't have to talk about the character
No,
arc.
I'm gonna talk about.
You're gonna talk about the character.
I'm gonna talk about. He goes, I'm cutting my hair.
Bro.
And I'm gonna be a fucking whore.
You can't talk about my character arc like that.
I'm ready for it. Whore Landon's coming out.
Year and a
The world
half.
ain't ready yet.
700 days. Counting the days. down.
700 days of straight smashing?
No. 700 days until the arc starts.
No.
Building.
That's too far.
Nah, you gotta.
I said he can't cut his whole thing is like wait till I have abs, and I was like, you can't cut your hair till you have abs. Like it needs to be like this full 180 overturn of like the whole new. He's just giving. For anybody who's watched How I Met Your Mother, it's like the Barney arc where he's like this hippie with long hair and like loses his girl to some businessman, and he just makes it a mission to like overcome and be that person so that doesn't ever happen again. So like he suits up and like this full makeover.
I
That's
don't
gonna
even
be
know the
Landon.
Barney arc, man. This is my arc. It's not Barney's arc.
My
Damn,
bad,
bro.
man. My
I
bad.
don't know the Barney arc.
bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
You can't reduce my arc into a different person's arc.
Wow, the heel turn just happened right in front of our eyes. Young Landon went from the baby face to the fucking heel.
Yeah, I got roasted too hard.
Never
Over
again will I leave you in the hands of DePaulo and Conrad. Like they've broken you. You sons of bitches. Whose ass do I need to kick?
I've been broken, man. Been broken for a long time.
Since when? How was the day?
Oh man.
Since I've been
Come on.
1999, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Were
two
you-
others of me, man.
Were you born in '99?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe
So,
what it was
98.
that? Do you think what it was
I'll
is
just
that
turn into an intervention, man. Damn.
this is an intervention? Do you think that perhaps what happened was that you consumed your evil twin?
Yep, it was 98.
And now he is deep inside of you, making his way out.
It's not an evil twin, an evil quadruplet.
Fair. Fair. Well, maybe he was your. Is it possible to be
Two
if
sets of twins?
quadruplets to have a set of fraternal and a set of identical?
I have no idea, and I'll never find out because I ate him.
That's so wrong.
The
dude.
world can never know.
I didn't
This
know
is getting
this
so
until a week
great.
ago. I didn't know this until a week ago. I thought there was 3 of us.
I think anything's impossible
There
with in
wasn't.
vitro, right? These days.
Yeah, there's
Like the
apparently-
babies just come out one by one. Landon comes out and he just has this like little raisin
I just have a-
attached
I just
to him.
have a
He's like,
carcass.
you got fucked.
Yeah, I just have a carcass in my mouth. Apparently, there's like 8 others of us in like a freezer somewhere. So like, I just might have like siblings that I don't know about that may or may not exist. So
They're Lake Mead.
the more you know, man.
Oh god, where have we gone with
This
this
world is a
pod?
dangerous place.
I don't know, man. We got 30 new viewers as soon as we started talking about that shit.
What a day for Melissa to miss! Like
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Fine, she'll have her own intervention one day.
Wow.
yeah.
What are you trying to say to her? What do you want to say to her?
Nothing. We'll save that for the day. We'll have something to say.
Now you
Apparently.
brought her up real fast. Like you have something to say.
No,
like
she's
you
not
brought her-
here, so we're
no,
all
no,
gonna
no,
have an
no. But you
intervention
were like,
one day.
no. She'll have her own intervention right away.
Yeah,
Like-
we're all gonna have our intervention.
Nah.
Oh, please,
True.
please pick me.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
worry,
wait.
yours is coming.
I can't wait. Whatever is said, I'm in. You're just right.
This is definitely Landon's best episode.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
I'm here for the episode where he burns the house down with me inside.
I'm not gonna burn the house down. I'm gonna buy a house.
Hey, just take the
I'm
dogs.
literally
You
gonna buy
won't
the
even.
house.
He would burn
Just
it.
take the
He would
dogs.
burn the house down by mistake.
I'm-
He'd be like, "I was cooking this thing like Brian taught me."
It would never be cooking. It would never be cooking.
Nah, what do you mean? Landon cooks every fucking
He
day
makes
nowadays.
bacon better than anyone I've ever seen in my entire
that
life.
might be true. It's so
and
good.
that is no understated statement because bacon is easy to fuck up.
Bacon
Okay,
is
what-
good for me.
So, elaborate, please.
Okay, first, I don't know how somebody who has no technical skills in the kitchen
Not one.
nails the heat so fucking perfectly when making bacon, because that's the hardest part for sure.
He randomizes it.
Is to not, overdo the heat.
You can't turn up too high, or you're gonna burn it. You're just gonna burn it.
Has the most succulent bacon I've ever tasted in my entire life.
Every time I walk past it, I just grab a piece.
It's incredible. and like the thing
What's
is,
your secret,
Yo,
Landon?
can you make some for
he
the
uses
for the,
butter. He uses fucking
Do you
butter on a
really?
fatty meat.
That's weird.
You put butter in the pan and then put the bacon in.
I actually put my hand on the pan so I can feel pain, and then I cook the bacon.
I don't
But he
think
does
he's
really
lying.
nail the heat. Like, I'm very
No, he is
guilty of
butter, yeah.
anytime I'm making bacon, I'm in way too much of a hurry.
Yeah, so you
and
fire
I'm
it
also
up.
shirtless. So it's like I'm
Oh,
just,
you're just
asking
asking for it, yeah.
for punishment. So the heat is always too high, then too low, and I leave it too long on one side. Like, I end up with crispy 100% of the time. Thick bacon doesn't fucking matter. You still get crispy. I don't want
Flashing you in the chest.
Dolak
Hot
and
grease.
Landon are the absolute two best. Like, he somehow pan fries bacon that comes out like it was baked in the oven. It's remarkable.
Really good.
It's really incredible. A very unique skill set.
That's what you should do.
Now,
you should
he-
bake it in the oven. Then you can just like pop it in there.
takes so fucking long.
You can make
No,
breakfast for
but
your
you
wife.
pop it in there and then do all your other shit that you have to do, and then come back to it.
You think that when I go into the kitchen to cook, I have like a whole lot of other shit to do? I'm in there.
I don't know. You tell me how busy you're all the time. Like,
Yeah,
what-
but like
what do you-
the time I've allocated to cooking is I'm fucking starving. I need food now. It's why my meals are like chicken that I pre-boiled that I could just throw into a pot with bone broth.
Well, this is just a lesser version of that.
It takes way too long.
Could
way too
hire
long.
could hire a chef.
Hire a chef for me, not for fucking special occasions.
I want to
I
make
could
another
hire a chef.
brisket.
What a waste that would be, me hiring a chef.
You know how actually I thought about this before. I've thought about this before. Like
You just had like
how
a
much
spasm.
how much better your life would be if you had a chef for like the entire year.
Me personally?
Anybody.
Like anyone.
Anyone,
Like your
yeah.
life.
Oh,
How,
yeah.
like,
Infinite.
it would be so much better. Your life would be so much better. You could even have like if you wanted to do your healthy, very healthy they'll make you the
Do
healthiest
they
shit
do
that
meal
tastes
prep?
so good.
Do they do meal prep or do they just?
They won't meal.
make-
Why would they meal prep?
Because if you're
They're
not
at your
going to be
house.
there, like what if you're not going to be there when you need to eat?
Well,
What if
yeah,
you're
but
yeah,
you
they
can
can
tell
do
them,
it, yeah,
yeah,
for
you
sure.
can tell them, hey, I'm going out of town, and then you take your.
But you're
your
saying
stuff.
on most occasions when you want to have food, that will be ready for you from said chef.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
but
if it's like 2 a.m.
I think it would be diminishing returns for me. Like, imagine I wouldn't be hiring a chef. I'd be hiring a mom. Like, I'm not asking for anything gourmet. It's like, hey, bro, could you throw like a pound and a half of
Yeah.
chicken in a pot with some bone broth?
I agree.
And, like,
No,
For
but that's
Berkey-
bro.
for
There's
Berkey
no
be
way if you had a chef, that's what you'd be eating.
it's 100% what
No,
I'd be.
it is. It is.
I don't think
That's
the
why it
chef
wouldn't
is.
work for Berkey.
That's-
Most
that-
people,
okay.
most
Then you don't
normal
count.
people,
You're
Have you
like
ever seen him like spend money on food? Or
No,
like,
but like,
excited,
wouldn't you
like-
want to eat something like that you would like?
No,
That's
I
what
do
he
like
likes.
that. I
Wait
eat
a
for
minute.
function.
Wait a minute. I can be the
Berkey
one
doesn't like
on
food.
like copying said human here on the bacon and grilled cheese.
Well,
and
I mean,
But you
egg
don't have
diet.
to-
No,
Yeah.
I don't have to. But it also just tastes good. It
Yeah, it's not
does
like it's
taste
fast
good.
food.
No.
It tastes
You
good.
also need variety, though.
No, you don't. That's like the biggest myth that we've been sold. Who?
Yeah,
do
whatever.
you know-
I don't care
what human beings.
I don't care what you say. It's a bit this, that. You need variety.
What
Like,
human beings prior to the 19th or 20th century ever had fucking variety in their diet?
I don't know. We evolved.
Yeah, we do a lot of different things that we didn't do back then.
Evolved.
All we've evolved into is an obese society. Like
That-
societies that
which
lack
needs
variety
variety.
are a lot healthier.
Yeah, but you can have variety and eat healthy. You can have a variety of healthy
You
food.
can,
That's true as well.
but it's
If you
not
had
the
a
common.
chef, if you had a chef, you could do it.
It's certainly not commonplace for people who have a lot
I'm
of
gonna get you a
options to be
chef for a
healthy.
week, and then if you're like, "Oh, this is trash," then fine.
I wouldn't think it's trash. It would save me a lot of fucking time, but it would be a waste.
You said time is money.
Not as much as I would be paying for a chef to fucking boil chicken for me. I pay Tammy to do that. Like, I don't need a chef. You don't have to be good at cooking to cook the things that I need.
Tammy's
Yo,
Is-
Tammy
that
can
is
cook.
true.
Relax.
Yes, you can, but that's not what I'm
Tammy,
asking her
God.
to do.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
literally
that's
asking
the
her to
fucked
just,
up part about it. You're telling her, please don't use your skills.
right, just boil 20 pounds of chicken for me and put them in Ziploc bags. That's it.
Freezy chicken.
Freezy chicken. He
Freezy
knows.
chicken.
Easy chicken.
It's functional.
Someone send me contact for a chef.
Give me 200 grams of protein a day and, 50 to 100 grams of carbs, and we're fucking set. Let's have it.
If you had a chef, you would have like a get together at your house all the time. You would feel really nice. You would feel like you're the best of the best friends.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I have La Manna. I can have a barbecue anytime I fucking want.
It's true.
I don't want you
Yeah,
people
but
over.
Lamanna's not gonna be making like sushi. And
Fuck
like,
sushi. Did you have that brisket?
Yeah, but he's not gonna make brisket every
Who
week.
the fuck would pick sushi over that brisket?
It was a good brisket.
It was fucking gelatinous.
It was jiggly.
It was very jiggly. That's when you know your brisket's good.
Yo, Chad
when you
is-
slap the
Chad
brisket and it
doesn't
like
give a
waves
fuck.
through.
Chad does not give a fuck. Chad does not give a fuck.
Yo, everybody
Jesus
send me,
Christ, bro.
everybody send me your All-American Dave credits. I'm gonna hire him for 6 months and pay with those.
That's pretty based.
That's
actually.
wild,
That
bro.
is, yeah.
That's very
That's
based.
As
wild.
Landon would say, based.
That's very based. Yeah.
Very based.
Operation Get Dave back to giving the people what they paid for.
Down bad.
Imagine I just like pay off all of his debt. It's like, you know, like $50K in credits or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, you work for me now.
Helping the community one meal at a time.
Yep.
He just has to meal prep for me for an entire year.
Did you think that food was good? Did you guys ever have it?
I've never had it.
I actually had it. I had it a couple
I've
times.
had one or two.
I
meals.
ate it every day, 2 to 3 times a day.
How rich?
But did you think it was good?
Mind your business.
He was rich then. He got 4th in the 5K.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I think the sauces made the food. Like the
The
green
sauces were good.
Yeah, like the green harissa sauce was next level.
On the
And-
chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what made the food good, and the sweet potatoes were really good as well. So it's I kind of
So you like cinnamon is what you're saying?
No.
What wasn't the big gripe with the All-American Dave meals that like literally everything tasted like cinnamon?
No. No, I'm just,
I feel like I
don't know.
remember the cinnamon conversation.
I
Yeah,
remember
if you walk by the food truck, it just like reeked of cinnamon to high heaven.
It makes sense. I'm sure they put a lot in the sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes was literally on everything.
I'm also a really bad metric of like, is food good or not? Because I'll just eat anything on a plate and say it's fine.
He ain't lying.
Like there's not really anything
He's
that
a
I've
fucking.
eaten.
It's what confirms that he 100% consumed the 4th one in the womb. This kid's a garbage can.
I had
Just
to,
a vacuum cleaner just sucking everything up.
It's crazy.
I understand. I'm the same way. Like I have to clean my plate, and I do a poor job of it. Like when we went
It was
to
like
your place.
ingrained in us as a kids. Like you gotta finish your plate. You gotta finish your plate. And it's
Yeah,
like-
I mean, for me, it was just like I didn't know when I was gonna get good food again. So it's like if it was there, I ate an abundance of
Yeah.
it. But like even when I went to your place, I wasn't that hungry, and it's like I knew the brisket was good. So like my eyes were so much bigger than my stomach, but I ate it all.
Yeah,
I ate it all, and then I found the last bit of the mac and cheese too. It's just like, what am I gonna do? Not have it?
that's true.
I took a big plate and I ate all of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire a chef for one of the pods.
What's that? But what's that gonna do? There's no
We'll
consistency.
eat amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
But then what? Like, what's
What do
the
you mean?
point?
And then what?
Listen, man, stop it. He's
Yeah.
gonna hire a chef
Yeah,
one day and leave it the fuck alone. My God.
Can we just?
Don't tuck him out of it.
Yeah, it'd be like him saying, like, I'm gonna hire 4 Thai masseuses, and we're all gonna get massages during the pod, and we're just like, why?
Why?
Don't do things for us.
Do you not want him to do
Don't
that?
worry, he said 4, and there's 5 of us here. So you'll be all right.
I'm just confused on the utility. Like, you brought the chef up for a reason,
Ask the question.
right? You said
He just wants to torture me. He wants you guys to enjoy good food while I sit here and go, I don't know why you guys think that's so special.
Why is that
Listen,
good?
Matt.
Can he boil and
I'll-
a chicken?
Listen, Matt. I would give you some food.
I don't want the food. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. It's like I legitimately do not want the food. I wish
That's
so
not the
much.
point, man.
I wish so much
the
that for
point.
the rest of my life I never had to consume anything
He just wants a
again.
fucking pill. That's literally what he
So
wants
bad.
in his life. A
Just give
fucking
me the limitless pill. Like I want to wake up. I want to not think about what I have to eat that day or what time I'm going to eat it or like
limitless pill?
how many macros are in it and like how dialed in. And the thing is the older I get, the more sensitive I have to be to this stuff. Because I'll be goddamned if I'm that 70-year-old who looks like he's 106.
You get to wear like Dolce & Gabbana tracksuits and then check raise the 6 deuce and you take the limitless pill.
I just started the limitless as an old man.
Versace.
That'd be really great if you showed up to live at the bike and like both of you just had like the tracksuit going.
I can't afford it. Not after that pot. He fucked me.
Not after crypto's doing what it's doing.
Yeah, crypto's down. Limitless is beating me in a fucking 180K
You ever heard that
pot.
song, Versace?
No, you asked me this before. I've never heard.
Yeah, it's Migos.
Look.
I'm cultured, man. We all know this.
I also asked a kid that I was doing commentary with. I was like, "You ever heard that song, Versace?" He's like, "No." I was like,
That's how he sounded. It's like that. Damn.
just saying. Anyway, WSOP's coming up. You guys should play.
Let's get it popping.
Is there gonna be a problem with parking and stuff?
Oh.
Not that I drive.
Hold on. So that's fucked up.
I'm buying a one wheel.
Can we get a
A
trailer?
what?
I'm gonna buy a one wheel and I'm gonna park at the link every
What
day.
the fuck is a one wheel?
It's the thing that it's like a hoverboard, but it's a wheel. and
Oh,
you,
yeah.
It's one
lean.
solo
I'm
wheel.
gonna buy a one wheel too.
Yeah, no, you can't afford
You
it
can't
yet.
do that. He's gonna buy one.
How
you
much
can't
is
copy.
a one wheel?
Like $1,800.
They're really cool.
You're not gonna get a one wheel.
So
You would eat shit so fucking fast.
Bet
So
me.
here's
Bet
the-
me I won't get it.
Okay, I'll tell you.
bet me $1,800
Let's bet
I will get a
$2,000.
one wheel right now. Bet me $1,800.
You have to get it
Yeah.
and use it.
what I was thinking, which is pretty
Arbitrage.
crazy, how WSOP never charged for parking. It's always been at the Rio. There's always been no parking.
Right.
They found a way to charge for parking now, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh right,
That's-
if you have like a
that's pretty
diamond
fucking
card,
sick.
right?
If you're local or I wonder what
If
level
you're
it
local,
is.
you get 3 hours.
I think if you're diamond, it's free.
Yeah, but you'll never.
If you're
you'll never
diamond,
be
it's,
there-
if you're diamond, it's free. Which I would assume most people putting in like full schedules are probably diamonds.
No.
Fuck
way.
no, absolutely not.
Full schedules.
No.
Absolutely
Diamond
not.
is not as easy to get as you think.
No.
No, you have to do
Diamond's
it during
tough.
certain
Gotta know
times. You can
people.
get in the day.
Gotta
but,
know people.
It's
for sure.
tough.
Gotta
Yeah,
know people.
I'm gonna park for free at the link, and then I'm gonna one wheel my ass over.
Well, no, you should just park at the Rio then, because then then you get to avoid the traffic going over the bridge.
It's free at the
Rio?
link.
Yeah,
The Rio's far.
You know how fucking far that is?
guys, are
Venetian.
you kidding me? What's
Venetian's
the difference?
a lot closer.
What do you mean? What's the
You-
difference?
well, here's the thing: you don't have to go across to the parking lot. Like you don't have to hit the traffic. You don't have to hit the summer fucking traffic.
What traffic?
I think the
Strip
strip's gonna be
traffic?
fucking a shit show.
Because of the series?
No, between the series, summer, it's always a shit show anyway.
Oh, it's gonna be a shit show.
It's gonna be a fucking
It's
shit
gonna be
show.
11 a.m. on a Tuesday. What are you talking about?
Wait a
Which is
minute.
a lot of
Wait a
cars.
minute. Is getting a trailer not on the?
No,
You can't get one.
I don't even know if they have RV parking.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
What are you supposed to do then?
Park at the link and
Wow,
one wheel your
Jesus
ass
Christ!
over.
What are you supposed to do? How fucking bougie?
He's played one series and he had a trailer.
What are we
I
supposed to
didn't have a
do?
trailer.
I
was
played
never in this-
16 series and finally had a trailer.
We're not gonna have a trailer. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, might as well just live at Caesars.
Not Caesars.
No.
Bally's.
Bally's.
Nobody wants to live at Bally's, bro.
Yeah, Landon's down horrendous right now.
Oh man. Well, I don't even know what I'm doing for the series. I don't know if I'm gonna figure out playing higher. I don't know if I'm gonna play like the normal stuff and take all of it. Not really sure what I'm gonna do there. Not really sure on like what makes the most sense.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Valet at Bellagio if there's lots of traffic.
0% chance you'll be able to valet Bellagio.
Yeah.
You can't get in North Valley most days now.
No, that's not
What are
true.
you talking about?
North Valet plugs up fast, and especially like during the World Series when it was at the Rio, there was like a 0% chance after 1 p.m. you could North Valet.
Oh.
Oh well, you can't. Yeah. 1
Right. So
PM.
like there's a less than 0% chance you'll be able to do it now that it's across the street.
Bro, they fired the lady that used to hook me up at Bellagio seats.
Well,
Damn.
sounds like
Wait,
you
She's down bad.
sounds like you got to grease some more
This was a
palms.
bad week.
Why'd they fire?
I don't know.
Which one was it?
I don't want to say it in the pod. I'll tell you after.
Probably
it's
for
the one
giving
I
this
think
guy
it
some
is.
seats. Don't you?
No, I bet it's the one that I think it is. She's super nice.
Yeah, she's mega nice.
Actually, I know it is. There was
Giga
only
nice.
kind of one
Giga nice.
female there.
Moment of
sad.
silence.
Anything you guys want to chat about before we close?
No.
I gotta blow my nose.
I gotta
That's
get
it.
out of here. You guys have COVID.
I'm gonna go play
Fuck
poker.
up, God! You're whinier than I am, and you're the one who's not sick.
That's
Yet.
because this is how you prevent getting sick. You know how like people whine and cry and bitch and moan and then they win a tournament? That's what he's doing right now.
He's
about our
whining it
sickness.
in.
Yeah.
He's whining.
He's
All right,
whining.
guys, say goodbye to Christian. You're not gonna see him probably for like 10 days. He's gonna be a hypochondriac and
He's gonna go to Mexico.
I'll be a fucking hypochondriac in Mexico. on the
resting on the
beach.
beaches of Mexico.
Nobody better get me sick before I go to Mexico.
You see? Good luck.
Yeah.
Can we do this podcast?
I
from
just found
Mexico?
out I have to take a test. Don't have to take a test to get into Mexico, but got to take a test to get back into the United States.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking keep your ass.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess if I get COVID in Mexico, I get to spend another week there. It's in the hotel room.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Could be
Let's
worse
go.
things.
Wait, when do you go?
The 20th to the
Where you go?
25th.
Playa del Carmen?
Yeah.
You go Playa del Carmen? Cancun?
Uh,
Acapulco?
Cabo.
Cabo.
What
yeah.
kind of drugs are you gonna be smuggling back for Conrad?
Bro, there's drugs
Whatever you
everywhere.
want.
Yo,
Make me a
wait.
list.
What about Plan B?
Oh yeah,
Plan B. Wow. I'll bring an extra suitcase.
Listen, there's drugs everywhere in Mexico. I went to Playa del Carmen, and they have this street that's like a famous street. I forgot the name of the street. It's probably called 4th Street or whatever. Anyway, on every corner, there's a drug
Are
dealer.
you talking about like by Senior Frogs?
Yeah, Senior
yeah.
Frogs is there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senior
Dude, there's a drug dealer on every corner. Every corner. And they like literally flash you a bag. They're just like, Like it's like obviously a bag of Coke.
Every time I ever got weed there, it's always been this dirty, nasty shit that like makes me want to never smoke weed again.
I don't know. I didn't try it, but I'm assuming that it's like, damn, bro, it's wild. It's
Do you
wild.
need goals for the summer?
Goals?
Goals.
Play tournaments.
Yeah,
Elaborate.
I mean, just play the cliche, politically correct answer. Play the best you can.
No,
Show up
no,
every
no,
day.
no, no.
You know.
Do you want to show up
the
every day?
He's gonna stop playing tournaments after the first fucking 3 days.
I might be out after the fucking third day. I'm like, see you at the main event. I'll be
My
at
only goal
Bellagio.
is to do the podcast 7 days a week.
Get the fuck.
7?
Yeah.
7 days a week.
6.
No.
I'm down with 7.
We don't have to. We don't have to do Sunday.
I can't do
Listen,
Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Yeah, Sunday's a day of.
All right, so I'll do it
Day of
alone.
rest. No, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. The audience doesn't want that. DePaulo doesn't want that. Landon doesn't want that.
All right,
Guapo
I'll do it with DePaulo then.
Guapo definitely doesn't want
Hold
that.
on, me and DePaulo.
DePaulo's church is the fucking Sunday 1K turbo that's going to run at the series every fucking week. He'll be there at 10 a.m. with the seniors.
Conrad, you're going to be playing the one-seat satellites, like the one-seat Singos. You like the one? You like the Singos at the series?
Who,
Like you
Conrad?
get tournament lammers.
I like.
Yo, there's no chance I'm here 6 days a week in the summer.
It's
That's
gonna
not.
be a strict fucking hour. I'll tell you
Because
that
you
much.
have to be, first of all, you have to be at, if you're gonna play cash at all, you have to be at Bellagio like 8 a.m. or else like you're just not gonna get a seat. And I'm definitely not gonna get a seat because the lady got fired. So I'm fucked.
You got time before that. There's another person working there.
Yeah,
Huh?
you can also just play the late shift.
No, there is no late shift.
Of course there is.
The
No,
early shift
no.
is the late shift.
WSOP Bellagio is different. It's a different schedule.
Go on, explain.
No, I don't want everybody's jumping on my shit.
You're just saying that the game is actually good in the morning where it's usually not. But the late shift is obviously very good.
Late shift
Bellagio.
sucks. WSOP late shift sucks. Not
Don't
the same.
play it. Don't play it.
You're not getting any of the tournament regs in there.
Tournament regs are gone. Like, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm there. I'm in the building.
At 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. In the WSOP, it's 8 a.m. Every other time, it's 1 a.m.
When you leave. When you leave.
The problem with your approach, both ways, with the 1 a.m. schedule and the 8 a.m. schedule, is that you miss the biggest games when they pop off.
You don't have to play the biggest games if the other games are super high EV.
Well, it depends on
Unless you're in the biggest games and they're also high EV.
it depends on how much money you want to make. Playing 10x the stakes at slightly lower EV is obviously
Okay,
way
Berkey,
better.
not all of us are playing 100, 200
you
with
could
limitless.
play 1-2 if games
Not
popped
this
off.
market. Not in this market. I can't play shit. I can't play shit.
Can't even
Berkey.
play 1-2 anymore.
No, I can't play
bro.
anything. I can't play anything. Anything.
That's because when you go on a 4-buy and downswing, we have
You know what's a
an
4
hour-long
buy
podcast about
downswing
it.
at 100, 200, Berkey? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. A lot.
How much
80,000.
How much is one buy in? You're counting it as 20K?
Sell, I'll buy.
I'm not selling anything. I'm not even selling for the fucking main event. I'm not selling anything this year.
Not selling for the main event makes sense. It's the main event. Why would you wanna
Thanks.
sell
I know
for
that.
Yeah.
I'm ending this podcast.
So a little update on the Terra Luna situation. It's down bad.
Fuck this game.
Can we just end with that?
UST has now dropped down to 82 cents again, and Luna went from $30 down to 17.
Wow.
So
damn.
it might be in a death spiral down to 0.
Oh, man.
Market fucking zero.
There's a part of me that
stay
wants to watch
safe
the
out
world
there.
burn.
Anyway, I'll be at
There's
Bellagio
a part of me
1-3
that
no
wants to watch the
limit.
world burn.
A lot of people
It's going to be a Christian Soto meetup game.
1-3 no limit at Bellagio.
1-3 Bellagio meetup
300
game.
cab. $5 rate. $1 tip.
At least.
Down horrendous.
Down horrific. Down astronomically abysmal.
All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it there. I promise we'll have less of a hodgepodge for tomorrow's show. I appreciate you guys all tuning in.
It was great, man.
If you haven't
fuck's a
already,
hodgepodge?
check out solveforwhy.io. That's our training site. We have a new episode of Poker Out Loud out this week. Matt Hunt has a new course out called MTT Exploits 2.0. That is emphasizing pre-flop play in MTTs and where the deviations lie. We have a course coming out, I believe, next month by Andrew Brokus. Or no, Landon's next month. Andrew Brokus is June. So stay tuned for those. Thank you guys, as always, for being a part of this little experiment that we have here.
Would you buy me at 1.2 for 1-3 Bellagio?
Yeah.
I thought you said you weren't selling.
I just got to have backup plan.
I thought you said you weren't selling.
right, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time.
Stay safe.
Later.
Stay safe. We're all dead, dude.